Hey, it's Mike. It's my in the bag for 2015. Made some changes from last year. First of all, I got the blue dynamic disc Ranger bag I got for my birthday last year. And the way my bag's set up, obviously all blue. I start from 14 speed all the way down through my mid-range and putters, so everything goes in speed. First off, favorite disc in the bag, game changer. Right here, Lucid Dynamic Disc Freedom, 14 speed. This is probably at 50 to 75 feet of distance to my longest drive. Love this disc. Next, I got Tournament Giant. This is for sidearm distance drives, or backhand in the wind. Another 14 or 13 speed driver, real good, holds up to the wind perfect. Next I have two Westside disc sorcerers with a finish stamp. One's in a VIP, the other's in tournament. This one's a little flatter. This I can bomb drive almost as far as the Freedom. I get nice S turn out of it, good distance, over 300 on these. Next I have probably my most used discs. I have two Westside disc Northmans, 10 speed, pretty much my go-to distance driver if I don't have room to open up with my Freedom or Sorcerers. Right here, these I use these the most. Perfect S turn, get it flat, and this thing goes for a long time. Next, I have Gold Line Saint from Latitude 64. Good utility, turnover driver. Pretty much, if I want to go straight, and this is the one to use. The sister disc to that one, Octo Sync Pro. Basically the same flight. It goes straight, and then go ahead and has that nice hard fade at the end. It's a little more overstable than the Saint. Just new to my bag since the last time. I'm liking it a lot. Next I have great utility discs, turnover drives. If I need to go Anheuser and just keep fading to the right, and then a little fade back. This is Westside Disc Hatchet. This tournament one here. And then I also have this nice rainbow stamp with the sparkle flex in it. And this is a finish stamp hatchet. These are 9 speed. You let these go. Slight Anheuser, it'll go right. Heiser, flip it, go straight. Perfect utility discs for anyone's bag. Next I have, love this disc, and sidearm these. These are Westside disc Stag, 8 speed. Pretty much do anything I want with these, but if there's a hole that I need to go super straight and get that fade at the end and not drive too far, right here, Westside disc Stag, I got the VIP with the red stamp. Love it, a little more domey. This one's flat. This is a tournament one. This one goes straight for a lot longer, but no matter what I do, when I sidearm or backhand these, I'll get that fade at the end. I got low ceiling tunnel shots, great utility driver. These will stay in my bag. Next I have sidearm utility driver here. I have Latitude 64 Gold Line XXX with a gold stamp. Super flat, super overstable. If I have to get around a tree, I need big distance, or not big distance, but medium distance with a for sure fade and turn right to the left finish right here, XXX. Basically the same kind of disc I have. But if I need a shorter, slower, but I want to make sure it still does that fade hard, I have the Opto Latitude 64 Trident. Everyone needs this disc. It's considered a 5-speed. I'd say more like a 7, but this when I don't want to go too long, right here, the Trident, a little bit shorter than the Triple X, but still both overstable, both perfect sidearm, or I need that backhand disc around a tree right here. Next are my mids. Been working. This is what I've been working with most in my bag to try to get to see what I like the best, and these are what I come up with. First is Dynamic Disc Fugitive. Turnover drives off the tee or utility shots. This let it go flat, it'll bank to the right. If I let it go hyzer flip, stay straight, and throw this still 300 feet and get it'll hold any line you put on it. So perfect. A nice rim, has a kind of a big beaded rim on it, and it feels good in your hand. Dynamic Disc Fugitive. Next I have, new to my bag but staying in my bag, is the Latitude 64 Core, and this is, I've thrown the Core, I have the Opto one, but I find that this Gold Line one, a little bit flatter, perfect. This is straight drive, hyzer flip it straight, let it go straight. Any line you put on it, this is the disc to have. Or if you let it go slight anhyzer, this will hold a line, and you can get good distance on it. You can torque on it, throw it hard. Next I have everyone's favorite disc, the Dynamic Disc Lucid Truth. This thing will go anywhere you want, any angle you want. It stays on that line. You can throw it hard. It doesn't turn over unless you want it to, by letting it go, like, you know, on an Annie. Straight hyzer, big deep hyzer if you need to go over a tree. Eric McCabe stamp on it. This is great disc. Staying in my bag. Next I have, this is for my overstable mid-range shots. If I need to go round tree or I need it hard, I need that hard left-hand turn. This is the Latitude 64 Opto Pain. This is also new to my bag. I was using the Suspect. It was good, but it was slow. I called it a tank. This is a little bit faster. The Opto Pain. I'm gonna love that one. And then lastly, for mids, something new, like this week in my bag, I have a Latitude 64 recycled fuse. Now this thing is actually replaced my Tursus, which everyone loves the Tursus, but the fuse, this thing for turnover drives, if I need to go to the right, spank it out, throw it, and it stays on that line. I mean, this is in anyone's bag. You need to go right, this is the disc. But if I want to go ahead and throw it on a hyzer, it'll stay on that line, pop up flat, and just with a fade, kind of forward fade. Great disc. Just tried it out yesterday. Parked 3 holes under the basket with this. Awesome disc. And then I have my putters. First of all, for anhyzer shots, slow anhyzer shots, this is the Westside Disc Swan. New to my bag also, but it's getting some work in, getting beat up a little bit. I love it if I need to putt around a tree, or if I just need that short little anhyzer shot. It's perfect. It just stays and holds that line. Also, you can throw it flat and it'll bank to the right, or you just get this super straight putt on this. Medium, BT medium, Westside Swan. Love that disc. Next is my driving putter right here. This is new to my bag. My fiance got this for me. This is a stamped, Eric McCabe stamped Judge. Gotta love the Judge with the bead. Classic Judge. This one, drive off the tee, throw it hard, hyzer it, it'll hold that line. Great disc here, that one. And then my go-to putter, that pretty much anything inside the circle, 30 feet or in. Right here, this is the Mercy, hard Mercy with the EMAC and Ralph stamp on it. Ever since I've thrown the Mercy, I've hit more putts than ever. Yesterday I hit a 85, 90 foot upshot with this. Basically almost like a field ace. This one, Mercy, gotta love it. And then I'll also show you what's not in my bag, but what's my extras here. I got more Mercies. For putting, I got Zero Hard with the rainbow stamp. 2 basically sister discs, Mercy. These are the mediums, and these are all for practice putts. I also have, just recently came out of my bag because the core replaced it, but I love, this is the Gold Line Claymore. Hold any line you put on it. If you want anything to go straight, right here, so it'll make itself back in the bag, but for right now I'm all about the core, and they're similar flight. I just like the feel of the core in my hand. Next is that disc I was talking about earlier, the Dynamic Disc Suspect. I call it a tank because it's slow, but it's very reliable. Fusion Suspect would go slight overstable, perfect for anything that you want to throw out and, you know, bank to the left. This is perfect, but for right now there's no room in my bag because I got this the painting. Next is something that I tried and I like, but just something for practice with. This is the Latitude 64 Dagger deep dish putter. It's slow. Hit the chains. I feel a lot of times it bounces out of the chains when it hits, so it didn't make my bag, but it's still a cool disc and still going to stay in my practice box. Maybe I'll revisit it, but for right now it's Mercy's. I also have another one of my driving putters. Just took it out to put the classic one in. Is the Fusion Judge. Everyone knows the Judge. That one, this one, slick in your hand. It has good glide. Great driving putter at Judge. Opto Core. Like I said, I have the Gold Line Core in my bag, but Opto Core is another, basically backup. A lot of these are backups. Recently just came out of my bag because the fuse replaced it, but here's a VIP Tersis, right hand, fade, right, you know, we need to go right. Tersis is great, it has a lot of glide, but for right now it's going to be the fuse in my bag. Also the backup Fugitive, I have the other Fugitive in my bag, another Fugitive here. Another great disc, the VIP Harp, called a putter, everyone uses is the mid, super overstable to get around trees. Love the Harp, just no room for it in my bag right now, and you know, just depends if I need it on windy days, I'll pull it out of the box, and perfect overstable putting or upshots. Some drivers here, just Bolt. This is a great Latitude 64 Bolt, but basically got replaced by my Freedom, but still in the bag. Understable driver, slower driver, 7-speed, finish stamp, Underworld. Great for right-hand turns, but like I said, don't have room for it. Another disc in my bag that it just was, I don't know if it was just this disc, but this is the Westside disc Sword, and for me, super overstable. I just didn't like the feel for it. If I threw it backhand and flat, or even with a slight anhyzer, I just got a lot of turn out of it. Maybe it just needs to be beat in, but for right now I'm just gonna keep field working with this and see if it works. Another great disc, I used to sidearm this a lot, but Opto Hex Missilin. Great disc, just no room for it in my bag. Kind of my bag dialed in for trying to minimize my driving molds, and this one just didn't make the cut, but still a good sidearm disc, super fast, 15 speed, no glide though, but if you want to go fast and turn hard to the left at the end, this is it. Everyone loves the Escape, Fusion Escape. I just, with the Saint, with the Stags, with the Hatchets, you know, this just didn't make my bag for now. Also another great disc, sidearm or backhand, the Trespass, Dynamic Disc Trespass. Just once the Freedom came in, a lot of drivers came out because I can do so much with that one. Another backup, I got 2 backup, one finish stamp, 1 regular stamp, but Westside hatchets. So this is like my four hatchets I have. Love the hatchet until I started throwing the Northman, but still love the hatchet, a little bit slower, and backups there basically. Some more drivers, a backup Saint, brand new, never been thrown, has a lot of you know, has a lot of that lava shift kind of cool markings in here. Backup Freedom. I haven't made my bag yet, but done some field work. The Freedom I have now is all beat in and turns and S turns perfect, so another Freedom. Here we have, this is a great disc, the Latitude 64 Fury, another understable kind of fairway driver. Great disc. I just have too much overlap, so it'll work itself in my bag, and you know, the Saint will come out. So another one there. Here's a great, if I have some discs in here just for the wind, for the Westside disc VIP Boatman. If it's high wind, this goes in my bag. Sidearm it, backhand it, fights the wind. 11 speed, so I can get still some good distance, 300 feet out of it. Great right there. Another backup Fury. Here we go. Finish stamp Stag with the green stamp. Love this. This is a backup Stag. I got 2 in my bag now. Another Stag, like one of my favorite discs ever. Great disc. This is a Gold Line Flow. This disc, super straight. It doesn't even fade. It kind of fades forward. 11 speed. I started throwing this with distance. That's where I started getting all my distance. You don't have to throw it too hard, but it stays straight. Just no room for it in my bag. Once I started putting the Northman, but yeah, great for straight drives and get good distance out of it. But it's just gonna stay in the box for now. And the last couple discs I have, another sidearm disc. This is the Latitude 64 Opto Scythe. Great for sidearm for me. It's a little overstable. If I need distance or I need to bank hard right, and it's a little windy. A great disc. Here's the scythe. And then lastly, just pick this one up. We can zoom in on that a little bit. This is a backup Freedom. Like, it's so awesome, I don't even want to put it in my bag, but has the rainbow stamp, some swirl color through it, nice teal color. But this one, easily I get 350 out of it without even really torquing on it. So love the Freedom. Another backup there. And then I have my dynamic disc stool with the skull on it. It's always in my bag there. And then of course, lastly, in everyone's bag, you gotta have matching color Gatorade. So thanks for taking a look. That's my bag. Thanks.